see the new Mincraft movie?
The hype is going too far after one person snuck a live chicken into a screening in Provo.
When Jack Black's character Steve says the words Chicken Jockey, fans of the movie go crazy.
Chicken Jockey!
When the Chicken Jockey scene came on, that's when everything just broke loose.
At the Chicken Jockey scene, I just stopped the movie, the house lights came on really quick.
Now, I truly don't understand the moron who filmed this, put it on social media, and pretty much turned everybody in, you know, for the illegal things that they were doing, like making a ruckus and public disorder and just really not behaving very well. But what I want to talk about in this video is that if I would be in high school now and I was in a theater like this, I would probably be the one that started the whole ruckus. Oh yeah, bear with me. So I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, and back then we did not have smartphones. Actually, the first cell phones just came out when I was in high school, and those were the Nokias with that one-line texting option, and then eventually a multi-line and a color display. And then in the 2000s, the first smartphones came out, and I was well in college back then. So I kind of skipped the whole social media era in my high school years. But that doesn't mean that me and my generation, which I like to call it Generation X, although I am Generation Y because I was born in 1982. Anyway, that doesn't mean that we were not capable of doing stuff like this. I mean, just remember Woodstock 1999.
When the fire started, the show stopped. Small bonfires at first grew into out-of-control blazes. Soon, the concert goers were out of control too. And the chaos brought hundreds of state police to the scene.
Get down, the riot police are coming! Everybody wants to get nuts, everybody wants to get crazy, and they just got a little out of hand, started pulling down the walls around the speaker towers. Total devastation. Bloodthirsty maniacs trying to kill me.
Vandals toppled light stands and speakers. They destroyed tents and booths and set fire to a dozen parked tractor trailers.
Well, if you guys saw the documentary, which I think it was on Netflix, called Trainwreck, well, you know, let's see this side by side. On one hand, you have, kids doing all sorts of weird things, but on the other hand, you have kids in Woodstock burning the whole place down. And that was before social media and smartphones. So technically, we cannot blame social media for stuff like this. And I think social media and smartphones are kind of the motivator to do stuff like this more. But kids in the 90s still did this regardless of whether they were filming themselves or not. So what I'm trying to say is that it's not the social media's fault that everything is happening, at least not in my view. I think for the most part it's the permissive upbringing. Now, at least I think it's called permissive upbringing, but that's the way you bring up your kids, by not traumatizing them. Basically, they have to discover everything by themselves, and you should kind of not put them in boxes, in boundaries. I'm oversimplifying things, but I have really bad experience with people that brought their kids up this way. I have a 9-year-old, and he was definitely not brought up in the permissive way. He knows where the boundaries are, and I'm not saying that he wouldn't be doing stuff like this, but still, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be the instigator of everything. Or maybe he would if he has my genes. The point, however, is that when kids are doing this, throwing popcorn in the air and just jumping around, for that very brief moment, they're actually living life physically, even though it's a really bad thing that what's happening currently. I think it's only in the United States. Anyway, let me know down below, hit the like button for the algorithm, consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. This is where we talk about everything that has to do with the lens, so cameras, drones, smartphones, well, behavior from children filming themselves on smartphones, obviously. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.